And here is the Writer's Almanac for Wednesday, the 26th of May, 2021. It's the birthday of the documentary photographer Dorothea Lange, born in Hoboken in 1895. Contracted polio when she was a kid, developed a permanent limp as a result, moved to San Francisco. She was taking photographs of well-to-do people when, during the Depression, she started taking photographs of men on bread lines and striking workers and the homeless. She's now remembered for her photograph of the Dust Bowl wife, entitled Migrant Mother, taken in 1936. It's the birthday of John Wayne, born Marion Morrison in Winterset, Iowa, 1907. He got into the movie business by way of the prop department. He was a scenery mover, and that's how he got to know the director John Ford, who started giving him bit parts in his movies. He became a star in John Ford's movie Stagecoach, 1939. Made many movies with John Ford, the cavalry movies like Fort Apache and Rio Grande, the post-war movies like The Searchers and The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. It's the birthday of Miles Davis, born Alton, Illinois, 1926. His father was an oral surgeon. He grew up in a nice home in East St. Louis. Family also owned a ranch down in Arkansas. He was about 7 or 8 years old when he started listening to a radio show. It came on at 8:45 in the morning, a 15-minute show called Harlem Rhythms. And a few years later, he picked up the trumpet and began to play. He was playing professionally by the age of 15. It's the birthday of Sally Ride, born Los Angeles, 1951. She was good at math and science. She was also an athletic kid. She became a pretty good tennis player, thought about turning pro. Went to Stanford, which had a good tennis team, graduated with degrees in physics and English, applied for the astronaut program at NASA and was accepted, worked as an engineer at NASA, and joined the crew of the 1983 Challenger mission. She became the first woman in space. Spent 6 days in space, and when she landed, she said, "The thing that I'll remember most about the flight is that it was fun. In fact, I'm sure it was the most fun that I will ever have in my life." She said, "The view of Earth is absolutely spectacular, and the feeling of looking back and seeing your planet is just an amazing feeling. You can look at Earth's horizon and see this really, really thin royal blue line right along the horizon, and you realize it's Earth's atmosphere, and that's all there is of it, and it's about as thick as the fuzz on a tennis ball, and it's everything that separates us from the vacuum of space." Here's a poem for today by Tim Nolan, entitled Wealth. Down the block, a garage band plays Isn't She Lovely? Here's a kind of wealth, even if the song is fractured. And listening tonight to the sequence of birds, their unintended consequences, is wealth. And today I followed all the plays, each count around the baseball diamond. No one expected their due. The outs were out, and some of the runners were safe. There was sense in the blue sky. It could all go beyond 9 innings, whatever. Everyone agreed and understood this passing, this endless passing of time was a kind of wealth, and our atmosphere would be enough. The trees would frame the sky, and the sky would be beyond belief so blue, as in Mediterranean blue, and Odysseus would come home, as he was compelled to, sunburned, vagrant, and wealthy. A poem titled Wealth by Tim Nolan from The Sound of It, published by New Rivers Press and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Funded by donations from listeners like you, now available on PRX for distribution by your local radio station. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.